What's going on, everybody? The Glad Dad back in the booth here once again. This is Outcast Motorsports Network, and you are watching the Turn 4 Cup Series here at Watkins, Glen. Oh man, it's going to be a great night here for some high-speed competition. Let's get down here real quickly to the point standings and see where these drivers are going to line up as far as points go. Top 10 on the board here. Tyler Honeycutt leading the way by 55 points over Eric Johnson. Donnie Honeycutt taking over the third spot. Kel Peterson in fourth with Mike Davis in fifth. Raymond Herdina gains 2 spots after last week, up in sixth. Jason Oranjak in seventh with Michael Thorne, eighth. Drew Calvert, ninth with Ronald Judd. Taking over the 10th spot here, up 3 positions. That's pretty good. And looks like we've got 4 minutes left here in qualifying. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and showing the love to the Turn 4 Cup Series. And shout out to the admins here for Turn 4 Sim Racing for allowing Outcast Motorsports Network to cover their amazing league that they've got going on. And without further ado, let's get out here on the track as we've got Mike Davis here. Let's pull up the tower. Looks like Mike Davis is done. Donnie Honeycutt on track right now. From Wendell, North Carolina, Donnie Honeycutt trying to get up in, probably trying to get up to the pole. Trevor Questenberry currently has the fast time of a 1 minute 9.053, about 0.3 of a second faster than Tyler. Quisenberry. Is that how you say that, Trevor? Quisenberry. Oh, I got you. Appreciate you hopping in the chat and helping me pronounce that name, because I'm just some old redneck from South Alabama. You know how it is. And I appreciate the follow too. Meanwhile, Donnie crossing the start-finish line here, and he's going to move up into the third position. How about that? And we got Kel Peterson on track. Coming out of turn 1, heading up the S's. Well, I will not forget how to say your name from now on, I promise. That 20 machine of Kel Peterson looking snazzy. Heading around the carousel. And these drivers have got to be careful going up that transition right there. That rumble strip will upset these cars badly, especially early in the run when the tire pressure is very, very low. The diffusers and stuff are sitting almost on the track. I'm not sure if it has more or less to do with the low pressures or the weight transfer coming out of the carousel and the left side of the car kind of being skewed down, being forced downward. But anyway, it upsets these cars. As you can see, Kel Peterson getting a little sideways there. He's coming out of turn number 1, getting up on that rumble strip. I'm going to back up through the S's. And JKKSR in the chat, LFG. And if you know what LFG is, then you all good. Show me them biddies. Pubert Johnson with the 69 bits. Appreciate that, my guy. And looks like Kel Peterson only one left on track to qualify. He's got less than 30 seconds left. He should be able to get up and get around this track to grab that. 20 seconds left here for him. And then we'll get down to the race. Oh, got 5 seconds left. Is he going to be able to cross the start-finish line? It's a pretty quick lap for him. No, he is not going to be able to make it. How about that? Oh, man. Talk about timing. That's terrible timing there for Kel Peterson. All right, folks. We are gridding up here, so you know what time it is. Time for your Turn 4 Cup Series starting grid. On the pole tonight, Trevor Quisenberry. Starting to his outside, the 45 of Tyler Honeycutt. In row number 2, Donnie Honeycutt with 0X's own Derek Buckaloo. Row 3, Joe Manella with Eric Johnson. Row number 4, Kenny Frisbee with Mike Davis. Row 5, you're going to find Charles Wilson and Raymond Herdina. Row 6, Jason Orenchak with Kel Peterson. Row 7, Ted Newman with Brad Miner. Row 8, Rob Hamilton and Ronald Judd. Row 9 is Dean Howard bringing up the rear here, 17th spot. Let's take a look here at your race rundown for tonight. 50 laps here at the Glen. 2 sets of tires over the wall. And, oh boy, it's going to be a hoot. Now, we do have cautions if we need them. But I do not think that is necessary at all, as these drivers are rolling off now. Note to self, these drivers have got to make sure that how do I put this? Aggression over conservation here. This is going to be important. Now, we've got some drivers in this field that I know for a fact can turn some deadly fast laps, but are they willing to do it lap after lap after lap? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Now, if you can save these tires, you may not have to take a set of tires here and you know, kind of have to let these little shindigs warm up a little bit before you get back to running fast laps. So conservation is going to be key here. Just nice conservative laps. You're racing the track, you're not racing these drivers. That'll be here in the last 10 to 5 laps. So let's just relax, let's pull these belts tight as we're coming down through the chicane here. Getting ready to take that green flag. I'm ready to get this thing underway. I don't know about you guys. I see some guys and gals in the chat rooting for their driver. Who else do we have out here tonight? Who are we rooting for? Beautiful field of cars out here, though. Some new paints I don't recognize. I know the drivers, but new paints, I really like it. Derek Buckaloo in that 81 machine always has a new fresh paint to showcase. Always look forward to seeing what he's got. Getting out on the track each and every week. All right, so the pace car will be heading down pit road, and it's going to be time to take that green flag. The flagman's got the flag in his hand. Green flag in the air. Here we go, boys. Have some fun and stay safe. Heading down into turn number 1. Trevor Quisenberry out front. Donnie Honeycutt taking the second spot here. As Trevor's setting the pace already 1.3 seconds out. He's not wasting any time. As a lot of these drivers are getting single filed out here. Eric Johnson battling with Charles Wilson. Derek Buckaloo centered it down through the chicane. Kenny Frisbee up into third, already up 4 positions here from where he started. Having a great run so far. He put the power down early. And looks like everybody's going to complete that lap. Ted Newman back here off course just a little bit. He's up 3 spots though, as he's getting by the 51 of Eric Johnson. Here's Johnson there looking to the inside of the 33. As Ted Newman goes all the way to the high side, or I say high side, goes out past the rumble strips, opens that exit up. Jason Orenchek now getting by as Ted Newman dropping some spots. Off the grass just a little bit. Yeah, he's going to lose some spots here. Lost 4 positions. Just there coming out of turn number 1. Back out front, Trevor Quisenberry. Heading down into turn number 9 right now. Actually, that's turn 10, sorry. Turn number 10, and now heading down into turn 11. Donnie Honeycutt trying to close that gap up with no success right now. And Matt Lang Racing, hey, sorry you couldn't make it. Hope you get to feeling better. Donnie pretty fast, as fastest lap of the race right now. It's going to go to Trevor, 1:10.2. Kenny Frisbee still on the move. He's got Tyler though, trying to run him down. Tyler and Kenny both ran identical lap times last lap by. How we doing, Crew Chief Franklin? Welcome in. Derek Buckaloo lost another spot to Kenny Frisbee. Actually, Joe Manella got by him. Kenny Frisbee had to check up somehow. As Mike Davis, and oh, here we go again. Side by side, coming out of 11. This is between the 81 and the 8. Derek, really good at road courses. Oh, Kenny Frisbee going sideways. What a save there from the 8 of Kenny Frisbee. Wow. The car went sideways. He turned the wheel back to the right and saved that car. I'm not sure how he did that, but great wheelmanship out of the 8. Trevor Quisenberry still leading and pulling a gap now, as he's 2.9 seconds ahead of one of the Honeycutts. Joe Manella showing some pace here as the tires have gotten some heat in them. Now he's pulling to the back of the 45. Yes, indeed. What a save. Joe and Tyler both working their way out on the outside of turn number 1, trying to open that exit way up here. Derek falling back just a little bit, still in 5th place, as Mike Davis trying to close up the gap. As we take a look back here at Ted Newman, gained spots back, now back up into 12th. Brad Miner, who is part of Ghost Motorsports, running in the 11th spot. He's gained 3 positions. Kel Peterson up 1 position from Brad Miner, running in 10th. He's gained 2 as well. As looks like we're about to have a battle here. Shaping up somehow. Mike Davis still trying to run this guy down, as Derek Buckaloo is now closed back up almost to the back of Joe Manella. Kenny Frisbee's dropped some spots though, as Mike Davis was able to get up in front of him now. And looks like we had a problem here with Jason Oranchak. We're going to take a look here from the Turn 4 Cup Series instant replay. Got Ted Newman underneath to the inside of Jason. Oh, boom. Well, that's not good. Rob Hamilton locked the brakes up going down into turn 1 and cleaned Jason Orchak out. Trevor all by himself, nice clean air, just doing what he needs to do here. He is the only driver that has turned 1 minute 9 second laps so far in this race. As we look here, Donnie Honeycutt in 2nd place. Donnie is losing just about 4/10 of a second per lap compared to Trevor Quisenberry. Trevor having some really fast laps here. Lap 4 and lap 5 on Donnie was a tick faster, but the 6th lap was by far the slowest. That's almost a second slower than Trevor's. And the gap is climbing further and further back. As we look here at Donnie compared to Joe Manella in 3rd, he's actually losing time. Joe is gaining. And now, as they head down into the bus stop, Joe backs out just a little bit. Yeah, you know, I said early on in the show about being aggressive here. Just because you can get a 5-second gap doesn't mean you need a 5-second gap. Joe Manella, this cat right here's got some pace, I'm telling you. Watch out for him. He closed up on the back of the 22 as Dean Howard now goes off track and gets a slowdown all in one go. As we look a little bit further back, Tyler Honeycutt has dropped some spots. Now he's in danger looking back off his bumper. The 8 of Kenny Frisbee's trying to work his way back up as he has found some pace here. Kenny in the slipstream here, only a half a second back. Look at that, coming out of the, going into the carousel. Boy, he really closed up on the back of the 45. Tyler Honeycutt struggling out of the bus stop. Looking here at Tyler, back to Kenny. Kenny's been faster the last 3 laps. He has been significantly faster than Tyler Honeycutt. As you can see in the bottom right hand, anything in the red is slower. Anything in the blue is faster. And you can see here, Kenny Frisbee, he is on the move. As now he's fallen back just a little bit. Eric Johnson now trying to take that spot away. Just like that, there's one instance where you're fast and then the next you're not fast. As Kenny Frisbee, something happened to him. We're going to take a look at it. Just as we said that, let's go back to the instant replay as Kenny's keeping that spot as they get ready to go down into the bus stop. What happened to Kenny here? Oh, car's already sideways and boom, hits the right front. That's not good. Brakes already glowing real red here on Eric Johnson's machine as Kenny Frisbee now enters pit road. He's gonna have to get that damage fixed. No meatball though. No repair flag for Kenny. What's going on, Shelty Shellback? Hey, buddy, welcome in. Eric Johnson now trying to close that gap up on Tyler Honeycutt as Trevor Quisenberry 4 point. Oh, Donnie Honeycutt. Oh man. Nasty hit for Donnie. That's going to hurt as these drivers are flying by him now. Oh, we've got to see this as they were coming out of the carousel here. He's going to have to pit. He's not, though. He's going to stay out. He's got some right front damage, though. Let's take a look here and see what exactly happened to Donnie from the Turn 4 Cup Series instant replay coming out of the carousel. And you can see the car, the rear already skewed, gets over the rumble strip, like I said earlier, and nails the right front. Luckily, he corrected here before he got into those tires. That would have really destroyed the car and probably pushed him back up on track. But remember when I said earlier in the show about those rumble strips coming out of the carousel, those things are wicked in these next gens. As, oh, looks like Ronald Judd went off track here. As we've got some battles just up ahead. Let's see if we can't find that. There we go. Donnie's still out on track right now. As Tyler's going to go by, Mike Davis as well, going to try to make something happen. Oh, Ronald Judd back off track again. So many guys really struggling today. As Mike Davis now looking low on the 22. Oh, and he takes the 45. Tyler Honeycutt goes around. Man, oh man, did you guys see that? We're going to take a look at that one more time. Let's take a look here from Mike Davis's car. You can see him here on the inside of the 51. And He's going to lock the brakes up here. Boom! Gets into the back of the 45. Oh, man. 45 not happy there with Mike Davis. Whoo! Geez Louise. Man, oh man. Now look at Tyler Honeycutt back here sitting in 7th position. Now you think that's not far back. Yeah, but look how far back he is time-wise, 22 seconds. As Kel Peterson and Mike Davis battle side by side. Mike Davis off track again, driving up in the grass. Kel Peterson's gonna make that pass happen, sitting now up in the 8th position. On the move. As Brad Miner trying to run down Ted Newman. May close up here just a little bit as they go down into the bus stop. Ted Newman looked like he locked the brakes up just a little bit. That's definitely going to allow the 46 of Brad Miner to close up here in the carousel. Brad Miner cutting early here. Them guys are not willing to go out there on that rumble strip. Both of them opted not to go out there. Oh, the 33 around. Ted Newman around on the track in turn number 11. Watch out, boys. Now's the time to go. No oncoming traffic coming. Woo! Talk about anxiety. Anyway, let's go back up here. Trevor Quisenberry now with a 7.6 second lead over Manella. This guy right here, he is flying. Derek Buckaloo, 4.8 seconds back. He's having a good run tonight as well. Matt Lang, don't you wish you were out here? Yeah, and Vodka, yes, it is action-packed for sure. It's Ronald Judd with yet another slowdown. Eric Johnson having some late race pace here as he's trying to close up the gap. Oh, Raymond Herdina off track as well. Raymond Herdina in 12th position. Coming around the carousel. Significantly far back. 52 seconds. Almost in danger of going a lap down. Merely 20 seconds or so. So Raymond just trying to survive here tonight. Trying to have a good run. He's had some bad luck these last few races. As we know, he's fast. And this Charles Wilson and Tyler Honeycutt are really the closest battles on track right now. That Peterson and Davis as well, they're pretty close. And that's 8th and 9th. Mike Davis way out as Brad Miner's off track. That is in 10th position coming in through the carousel. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that, Matt, but hey, these guys are running faster than I can run. I can assure you that. As much as I love Watkins Glen, and don't get me wrong, I love Watkins Glen, I am terrible at it. Absolutely terrible. Now, you put me in a GT3 or a Mazda, man, I'll tear you up. But with these Cup cars or any NASCAR style, I'm just not a fan. Oh, Wilson and Peterson now battling as Wilson goes off track just a little bit, slides up as they go into the carousel. Actually, Tyler picks up that spot. For some reason, Peterson glitched up in front of him, and I thought he was close enough to pounce. But he's way far back, 7 seconds away from Charles Wilson. And you say tires seem to be slipping. Yeah. As Rob Hamilton in the pits with a meatball flag. Rob Hamilton, something happened to him. We're going to take a look here as it pops up. Coming down the front stretch, getting ready to go down in turn one. Now, you know, Rob Hamilton's been struggling here in turn one with the late braking. And once again, going to go way into the tire barriers, and that's going to be it. A stubbed toe on the left front. And jumps to the pits. Kel Peterson seems to be not been able to really pull away from Mike Davis. Mike lost the position to Kel about 5 laps or so ago, and hasn't really let him get out of his reach. I mean, he's within a second. But as we go up here to Trevor, I'm hearing some action up in front of him. Looks like Raymond Herdina went a lap down. Now it's Ted Newman in 11th place. There's Ted Newman there, just went off track. Oh, he's backwards as the leader's coming up on him. Got to get turned around because here comes Quisenberry right now. Still on the grass. No harm, no foul for the 17. As Ted Newman heading down pit road now. Quisenberry's going to go by. Kel Peterson being scored off track as well. Looks like he had some bus stop issues. That's going to allow Mike Davis to close up even further. As we're about to have a battle here between the 81 and the 51. Derek Buckaloo, he's got the 51 of Eric Johnson all over the back of him here as they're coming out of turn number one, getting ready to go up through the S's. Nose to tail. Will a pass be made here on this long stretch as Brad Miner goes back off track again? Eric Johnson in the slipstream. Oh, Brad Miner had an issue as well. Is anyone running faster than Trevor? You know what? I've got an app for that. Trevor Quisenberry is running average lap times here. Now, this is the fastest 5-lap average. Quisenberry running 1 minute 10.58. Eric Johnson 1 minute 10.63. Eric Johnson is the second fastest on track, currently in the 4th position. But substantial gap between them as Johnson's got some late race pace here. Even running faster than Manella. Derek Buckaloo, 5th fastest on track right now. Hopefully that answers your question there. I'm sure the 51 definitely has a plan, but Quisenberry, he hit the throttle here and never looked back as he's passing. I believe that is Ted Newman right there. Joe Manella, 10.5, 10.5 seconds back now. Joe in a little bit of lap traffic. He's got 2 drivers up in front of him as one of them moves down out of the way. And yeah, let's out as Joe goes by. And you got Ronald Judd up here to contend with for now. So they go through the S's. He's substantially faster than Ronald Judd in the 64 machine as he goes around the outside. Easy peasy. Mike Davis down pit road, pitting out of the 9th position. Some of these drivers pitting now as Brad Miner still got a repair flag down pit road. Been sitting in his box for 2 minutes. Hill Peterson still running in the 8th position. As these two guys here still battling out. Derek Bucklew still maintaining that 3rd position over Eric Johnson, but Eric is still a little bit faster here, but being very patient. Derek Bucklew involved. Somebody just came up the track. Not sure who that was. Dean Howard. We're going to take a look at that here. Oh, as Derek Bucklew is destroyed. Man, oh man. Let's see what happened here with Dean Howard. Dean down the stretch here, coming down into turn number 10. You can see it already sideways. Gets up on the rubber strips. Around he goes. Tries to save it. In the wall. Pushes back up the track. And boom, right into Derek Bucklew. And then, as we look here at Derek Bucklew coming down the front stretch. Just goes straight off and boom. There's no need for a infield care center. He is going to the morgue. Derek Bucklew's car is destroyed. As Eric Johnson, how lucky can you be? What's going on, Lova Jackson? How are we today? So, let's see here. I don't know. Trevor Quisenberry does not have a location set here as far as I can see. Maybe we can ask him here in Victory Lane. As he is 12 seconds ahead. Now, Peterson getting ahead of Honeycutt as Tyler down pit road now for his stop. Let's see, will Tyler take some tires here? We've got some questions. Oh, too far in his box. As the left sides go up on the 45 machine. Yes, sir. They are going to take some tires. These cars are slipping and sliding around. These guys have their hands full, no doubt about it. As we are just about 1 lap away here from being halfway in the race. Charles Wilson, he's pretty good on road courses as well. He was one of my teammates when we ran the 24 Hours of Daytona, and one heck of a coach, if I must say so myself. Donnie Honeycutt now down pit road. First time he is pitting, as he still has damage, but he managed to keep that 4th position. Raymond Herdina having a solid run, quiet run. Yes, Monica, Charles is very consistent. I learned a lot of my consistency from him. He is a great coach when you're behind the wheel, no doubt about it. Trevor Quisenberry still about a 12-second gap over Manella. Running about the same lap times. Actually 1 minute 12 seconds for Quisenberry, so not the fastest on track right now. Eric Johnson not really closing the gap up as he's heading down pit road. He's going to grab some tires. Joe Manella's going to stay out here. Charles Wilson. also willing to stay out a little bit further. And, Trevor types Virginia as he's leading the race by 12 and a half seconds. So Trevor Quisenberry from Virginia, if that helps. Love it, Jackson. Awesome. Hey, we appreciate the comment in the chat as you're on the screen and dominating. And for some reason, Manila dropping like a rock here. Now 14 seconds and still dropping. And he's down pit road. So Charles Wilson, if he stays out, is going to take over the second position as Ronald Judd right behind Charles Wilson here. Off track as Jason Hornchak comes up behind him. Wilson staying out. Nope. Down pit road. Excuse me. The 57 of Charles Wilson now down pit road. When will this cat pit? Oh, smoke all up in the air here out of the bus stop into the carousel. As much as it pains me to report, Eric Johnson into the bus stop has went around. That was the smoke. Oh, does it? Yes, he hits the left side of the car, doesn't damage it though, and gets back going. Not good for them brand new tires. That's going to put him behind. And Salty Shellback resubscribe with the Twitch Prime. I hear you, brother. Appreciate that. As Quisenberry now 47 seconds ahead of Kel Peterson in second place. When is this guy going to pit? I mean, he could pit at any moment now. He's got plenty of time. Kel Peterson now down pit road. And the only guy left here is Ronald Judd, who is a couple of laps down here, and Trevor, who still have not made their pit stops for tonight. And there he goes down pit road. So Joe Manella now coming up through the S's. That's just how far back Manella is right now. 56 seconds back. And if I had to guess here, it's going to be about a 15 second gap once Quisenberry takes back off, as he's been in his box now for 6 seconds. Manella actually, I think it's probably going to be a little bit further than that. As Ronald Judd gets out of the way, Quisenberry going up out of the S's right now as Manella is coming out of turn number 1. The gap is 17 something now. I said 14 to 15. I think it's going to be a little bit longer than that, as he was 2 seconds slower total pit stop time cone to cone than Trevor was. So that makes sense. Eric Johnson has now closed way up on the back of Manella. Now only 5 seconds between them. When the pit stop cycles happened, they were almost 8.5 seconds. Even with the spin or the incident that Johnson had on the left side of that car going into the carousel, he still managed to close up 3 seconds on the back of Joe. So pretty good pace here out of the 51 machine tonight. 2 seconds ahead here of Tyler Honeycutt. All in all, Tyler not having a bad day, as Joe Manella just turned the fastest lap of the race, 1 minute 9.67. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. He can, he's plenty fast enough, and he's got one heck of a gap. Donnie Honeycutt running in the 5th position. Still has some damage on that front. You can see right in the middle, the nose is kind of bulged up just a little bit. And Kel Peterson 17 seconds back, running in 6th. He's got a ton of ground to make up here. I don't think it's going to happen unless some of these guys up front have some problems. Both front runners just ran a 1 minute 9-second lap. Charles Wilson running at 7th. And Raymond Herdina having a nice quiet run as well, still in the 8th position. As I just heard some tires squealing. That's got to be from this guy, Charles Wilson. Let's take a look at it here, at what happened to Mr. Wilson. I don't know if you folks at home can hear like the tire squealing and stuff like that. Oh, overshot the box, or the bus stop, and being scored with a slowdown. Got to get back going. So I think that's what I heard. I may be just hearing stuff. As Manella has picked up the gap just a little bit, 6 seconds over Eric Johnson in 3rd place. So if Joe keeps up that consistency, he should have a very solid 2nd place finish. No battles for position. That was Raymond Herdina gets off track. He's going to recover it though. Trevor Quisenberry heading down into turn number 1. 18 laps remaining here. The race is going pretty quickly here, believe it or not. And yeah, you want to know, is there going to be a Honeycutt Johnson rivalry here at the end of the shindig? Ooh, man, I don't know. We're going to have to take a look here. Let's get on board here with Eric Johnson and do a so looks like he's losing just a little bit per lap. Tyler Honeycutt is, as the now up to 3 seconds. And when you see with this new overlay here, when you see the looking back, the left side is the lead car that we are looking at, and looking back behind, Tyler Honeycutt is losing 0.059 seconds per lap. That is how you read that. And he's they're running consistent lap times to one another, but Johnson's a tick more consistent per lap than Tyler Honeycutt is. as the brakes are glowing red out of the 51 machine. And since we have some time here and no real battles to report as of now, one of the league owners here has recently started building button boxes here for Turn 4 Sim Racing. These things are incredible. I believe they're the standard build is a 10-button switch. And it is fantastic. I wish we could get him in here to kind of talk about what he's got going on with these things. Currently getting a website built, so that will be up and running very shortly, within the month. And then sales will commence here. But if you want to get in touch with him, it is Scott C. Ford himself. Building these things by his own two hands, or maybe he's got one hand, I don't know. Probably two hands. But these things are fantastic. Come pre-programmed, ready to push the buttons, hook it to your rig, and get going with all the cockpit controls you could ever need. Quisenberry now with a 22-second lead over Manila, and still putting down those 1 minute 9 second laps. As we look here for the best battles on track right now, is Johnson and Honeycutt with a 3.5 second gap between the two of them. Not too far back though. The 45 is definitely within striking distance. You know, if Johnson was to have an issue here, 45 could pick up that spot. But Johnson, for his sake in the points, needs to finish ahead. As we can take a look here at the points, we'll pull those back up while we have time. You can see Tyler still leading by 55 points over Eric Johnson. Now, was a little bit further ahead. Then Johnson grabbed that win 2 weeks ago, which kind of closed that gap up a little bit. But Tyler Honeycutt has 4 wins. Donnie sitting, looks like 43 points back from Eric Johnson. So Ronald Judd not having a good day as he's running in the 10th spot. 7 laps down. Drew Calvert didn't show. Michael Thorne didn't show. Herdina having a nice run in 8th. So he should be able to pick up some spots. As Mike Davis is out of the race. Donnie Honeycutt, he's still running right now in the 5th position. So all in all, I think there's going to be some positions to be gained here, because, I mean, look, the difference between Herdina and Jason Orchak for 6th and 7th is only 1 point. Michael Thorne only a few points back from Jason. So there's spots to be gained here, folks. As we take a look here, Trevor still putting those laps down. Boy, this guy right here is consistency at his finest. Had some bad luck here on some ovals, but I tell you what, this cat right here knows how to turn left, and he knows how to turn right. Having a fantastic run today. Absolutely obliterating the competition. I guess you could call it competition. Going around the carousel here, and Tyler still trying to close that gap up, but the gap is a little bit further. Oh, with Ronald Judd's off the track once again. Battling with the 57. That is not for position. And I know, folks, that these road courses can get a little boring, because especially after pit stop cycles and all that, the field gets kind of spread out. So really, you're just here to listen to me rant and rave and talk the entire time for 2 hours. Which I'm sorry, but this is on the schedule, and this league runs the NASCAR schedule, so we do not have a choice. Jason Orenchek running in the 9th position. And let's see here. Let's get on board with Trevor Quisenberry here and see how he's doing. Wow, he's never left the #1 spot. Coming up out of turn #1, going all the way out to the wall. Nice and smooth in 4th gear here. Going to be switching the gears here, and right now in 5th all the way down till he gets to the bus stop. Then he's going to short shift down probably into 3rd gear. Nice and consistency over these bumps. And with a shift down. Oh, as Manella goes off track. Manella off track, and's going to lose a couple of spots here down into 4th place. Wow. We need to take a look at this, folks, because this is something serious. The guy was really gapping 3rd place here. So this is going down into turn #1. Looks like Raymond Herdina. Oh, goes up, and man, that transition gets him. As he backs up here, just, oh, gets into the wall once again. Man, loses a couple of spots here. Well, that's about as good as you can get right now, Matt Lang, as Johnson and Tyler Honeycutt get by. Johnson has definitely got a gap here of 6 seconds over Tyler. So it doesn't look like Tyler's going to be able to catch him right now, unless, you know, I mean, just like that. Joe Manella has had one heck of a run today, and then the car gets kind of off kilter there with their weight transfer and maybe some throttle issues there, and around he goes and loses 2 spots. But all in all, Tyler not having a bad day at all. Really not. I mean, if 3rd is as good as he can get, I mean, this is really going to help out in the points. The gap will close just a little bit, but I wouldn't be too concerned about it. Not right now, as we're still way early in the season. I mean, this league's going to go on. I'll be with you guys through probably mid-November. So we've got a long journey ahead here. It is only May. That's 6 more months of listening to me babble on about this and that. And with that being said, Joe Manella 7.5 seconds back now from Tyler Honeycutt. No shot, JKKSR. No shot. He's going to have some crazy laps here. Tyler hasn't been one for messing up today. He's just been cool, calm, and collected. Hasn't really had a whole lot of issues. As Ronald Judd back off track once again. Donnie Honeycutt, last car on the lead lap. As Peterson in sixth, first car 1 lap down. There's Kel Peterson there coming across the start-finish line. And just went a lap down. The leader directly in front of him, Trevor Quisenberry, right there, coming out of turn number 1. As we take a look here at his driver card, he's 24th in the standings. He has missed some races and only 1 top 10. Meanwhile, you go up here to Tyler Honeycutt, number 1 in the standings with 4 wins, 4 top 5s and 4 top 10s. And I say that Manella won't catch Tyler, but if we look back, Manella definitely faster, 0.6. So over a half a second faster on lap 42 and almost a half a second faster on lap 43. Manella's kind of faster and slower at the same time, just depends on the laps. Lap 39, 40, and 41, he was a little bit slower and then kind of really picked up the pace. Not sure if the 45 of Tyler Honeycutt was kind of saving a little bit, or Joe was just really pushing hard. But he's got it down to under 6 seconds now. Eric Johnson having a nice run here in second place. No shot of catching the quiz. Joe Manella, though, trying to close that gap. Now got it back to 6 seconds here, just kind of floating around there. Nice rebound, though, only losing 2 spots. Donnie, no traffic for him. Just clean track. Just focusing on his lap times here. As you can see, Ornchak right behind him. Well, not right behind him, but in danger of going down another lap. He's down 6. He's got the leader of Trevor Quisenberry breathing down his neck now. Let's get on board here with Trevor. Oh, as Jason pulls Pulls out a line, lets Trevor go by. And get on board here with Eric Johnson as well, as he's going up through the S's quite a ways back, as we've only got a handful of laps left. Staying glued to that bottom of the carousel. Doesn't go all the way out. Doesn't want to risk that second place. He's got plenty of track position and plenty of gap back to Tyler. So he's playing it safe, definitely, no doubt about it. As it looks like Raymond Herdina right here in front of Tyler. Oh, Raymond Herdina getting me all flustered here. Herdina saves it though. Whew. Sorry about that. I said Trevor's name instead of Raymond. I was looking at Trevor's name on the scoring, the timing thing here on the broadcast area. I was about to go back up to him, and then I seen the 87 spin. Crazy. These guys give me anxiety. Charles Wilson trying to recover here. 24 seconds back, running in 7th position. All in all, not a bad day for Charles. As Ronald Judd is black flagged for too many incident points. Ronald Judd being shown that black flag. Gonna have to pit this time. Yeah, Trevor Quisenberry going down into turn 10 and 11. He's gonna grab that white flag. Down the front straightaway. The white flag will wave one more time around for that 17 machine of Trevor Quisenberry. Going up, down, up and down through the S's. Up in the elevation change. Through the bus stop, he's got Donnie Honeycutt directly in front of him here. Down into turn 10 for the final time. And into 11. Right on the nose, on the tail of Donnie. Across the start-finish line. Trevor Quisenberry went bowling here at the Glen, and he got a strike. Absolutely dominated this race this evening. 50-lap race, and he led all 50 laps. Now, you can't dominate no better than that. Is he going to come around? It's going to be difficult here to do some donuts on the front stretch, but I guarantee you this cat's going to try it. Going up on that front stretch right now. Getting her ready to do a little spinnies. What a dominating day here by that 17 machine of Trevor Quisenberry. Holy moly. All right, folks, let's get into the finish results for tonight's race. Trevor Quisenberry led 50 laps, bringing it home in the #1 spot. Eric Johnson finishing second with Tyler Honeycutt in the third position. Joe Manella falls to fourth here late in the race with Donnie Honeycutt finishing fifth. Kel Peterson sixth. Charles Wilson in seventh with Raymond Herdina finishing in eighth position. Jason Oranjak in ninth with Ronald Judd in 10th. Derek Buckaloo finishing 11th. Mike Davis 12th. Brad Miner 13th. Ted Newman 14th with Rob Hamilton 15th. Dean Howard 16th and Kenny Frisbee in 17th. Trevor Quisenberry with the pole position. Fastest lap goes to Trevor with a 1 minute 9.370. Most laps led, and the Hard Charger Award is going to go to Kel Peterson. And whew, boys and girls, talk about a race. And with that being said, let's get into the broadcast booth. Right now, let's see if we got Tyler Honeycutt in here with us. Mr. Tyler Honeycutt, how are we doing this evening?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Man, doing pretty good, buddy. I can't complain. It wasn't a boring race, I can tell you that.
I don't know. Depends who you ask. I wasn't a lot of fun on my end. I had a really good car in practice all week, and then just got bounced around like a pinball tonight. Got wrecked multiple times, but came back and finished third, so I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean it's not going to hurt you too bad in the points. You're still going to be in first place here, but that gap closes ever so slightly here from probably negative 55 to probably somewhere in the 40s if I had to guess. But all in all, third place finish, we'll take it. And if you got any shout outs, which I know you do, we'll get those and we'll send you on your way.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you for the broadcast. You always do a great job. Can't wait to go back and watch it. Shout out to my family. My grandma's watching. All the drivers in the league. It was a lot of fun. Usually you don't see this many people on a road course. Shout out to the owners of the league that put it on for us every week. It's been a lot of fun so far. And then shout out to my Ghost Motorsport teammates, my dad and Bradley. And my dad finished fifth, so good job to him. And then Bradley had some bad luck halfway through the race. But yeah, just shout out to everybody involved. It was pretty fun.
Absolutely, man. Great shout outs, buddy. And I guess we'll see you next week. You know where we're going.
Yeah, I got with the All-Star race at Dover, I think.
That's it, buddy. That's it. I love me some Dover, man. It doesn't matter what car it is. I love some Dover. So I have a feeling you're going to do good there.
Hopefully, if I could just save the tires. It's a hard track to save tires at.
That's right. It is. All right, man. Well, congratulations on your third place finish, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You too. All right, folks. That was third place there. Tyler Honeycutt. Now let's get this other guy in the booth. Eric Johnson. Eric, glad to have the booth. You got me.
Yes, sir. How we doing, Glad Dad?
Oh, man. Road courses are always long for me and sometimes boring. This one was not boring, however. We've seen, I wouldn't say strategy playouts, but we've seen some some avoidable mistakes. We've seen some cars pushing a little bit harder than they should have with the gap that they had, which ultimately caused some positions. But you were a recipient of one of those and actually took over the second spot.
Yeah, yeah, I was trying to run Joe down there, and it looked like he was battling with a lap car a bit. Maybe I think he hopped the curb exiting turn one, and that this race is kind of hard to be boring, even when you're by yourself, because this car's so on edge. Like that just shows you could lose it at any second by yourself. You don't even need help.
Yeah.
So I think he hopped the curb and kind of spun down the inside and got us to P2 there. We kind of put ourselves in a weird box with a couple mistakes ourselves and had some damage on our outlap after our pit. We kind of locked him up and pancaked the wall in the carousel and had wheel damage, front end damage. But yeah, all in all, good run. Just try to keep our head down, keep it clean.
Absolutely, man. Well, you did just that, and you're going to close up the gap on Tyler in the points by just a little bit here.
Yeah, just a smidgen.
Just a little bit. I mean, he did rally back to a third place finish, so it's not going to help you too much, but it is going to help you a little bit. But anyway,
hey, it's a long season.
That's right, a very long season, all the way up until November-ish. So we still got 6 months of racing.
We had a few moments there for sure where we had some close calls. I'm not too sure what happened in between 6 and 7 when me and Buckaloo were battling there, but a car got spun out and hit that outside wall and come back across the track, and we narrowly avoided that. And then I think I watched Buckaloo commit suicide into turn one. I'm not too sure. You might want to check on him. But he hit that wall at Mock Jesus.
Yeah, the corner picked him up.
He got him.
Yep, that's right.
Good deal.
And anyway, yeah, I've been calling that last corner, turn 11, the whole time, and I forget that's with the boot. So
yeah, and I don't think they actually count the bus stop as numbers, so I guess kind of weird.
So for 2 hours, well, actually an hour and 28 minutes, I have sounded like an absolute idiot coming out of turn 11. There is no 11. Not on
there is no 11. Floor 13, brother.
Yep. Not on the NASCAR layout. But anyway, I won't keep you. If you got any shout outs, we'll get those and we will send you on your way.
Yeah, of course, all the admins over here at Turn 4 Cup Series, we appreciate you guys putting this on for us, and all the other drivers. There was a lot of respect shown tonight. You know, obviously there's some pace difference and people letting people by when it was safe, and we always appreciate that, especially here at road courses, because it's easy to hold people up. Like, especially at the Glen, if you don't let them by, you can hold them up through the whole infield, and things can get weird. So I appreciate the guys really thinking about others and letting them by there. And of course, my Outcast brethren, we appreciate all them, and you up there in the booth calling the shots with Outcast Motorsports Network.
Absolutely.
Love you. Bye.
See you, buddy. Have a good one. All right, folks, that was second place finisher Eric Johnson. Now let's get this guy in here that absolutely destroyed the field tonight. This guy, the Quiz, Trevor Quisenberry. How we doing?
What's going on? I'm doing all right.
Woo! Dominating performance tonight. Dominant. Led 50 laps of the 50 laps. Didn't even give anybody a chance.
Yeah. First of all, I want to say thanks to all the lap cars. They definitely helped me out there. I don't think I got scared too many times, but it held off.
You were the lucky one. We've seen some murders happen here on the track tonight. You wasn't a part of, but there was one car that spun right in front of you. I was like, oh man! Right as you was coming out of turn 6, going into 7, there was a car that was around. Luckily, they stayed down below, and you were able to not make any contact, which was good.
Yeah, that was definitely one of my biggest worries was the lap cars, and I was just hoping I didn't get cleaned out.
Well, no, you didn't. It sucks that you're 24th in the points. Missing some races here. I know circumstances happen, but this'll help you, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I got wrecked out at Bristol, and I think I ran in Vegas. I think that was the first race we did, and
yep.
I think I ran out of fuel, and I was leading, but so I had to pit, and I got screwed out of that one. and then I got wrecked at Bristol. So,
Yeah.
been dealing with school and stuff, so had to take a break.
Oh, I completely understand that. But anyway, congratulations on your first place finish tonight. And if you got any shout outs, we'll get those and we'll send you on your way.
Thank you. I don't really have any shout outs, but I know my papa's watching, so I'm happy about that. That's pretty cool.
Nice. All right, buddy. Well, congratulations, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, and that was your first place finisher, Trevor Quisenberry. And if you guys want to get in on the action here with the Turn 4 Cup Series, make sure to contact one of the admins or myself in the chat, and we'll get you hooked up here. Very, very exciting league, very competitive and clean. So definitely looking for some more drivers if you know any. But anyway, folks, that's going to do it for tonight. Want to thank all the admins in Turn 4 Sim Racing for allowing Outcast Motorsport Network and myself, the Glad Dad, to cover the racing for you guys. That's much appreciated. And that's all we got for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night for the Outcast Motorsports Auto America Gen 6 Series at Legacy, Kentucky. That's going to be an incredible race you don't want to miss. We'll be back on this channel tomorrow night at 7:50. Don't want to miss that. This is the Glad Dad reminding you to stay fast, stay clean, and as always, it's okay to be an outcast. Catch you later, guys. Take it easy.